All right, so the number one question in my comments in the last year has been, did that control valve fix that 6400? What do you think? What do you think? So quick refresher here, this 6400 had no third gear. It has a power quad in it, had a power quad in it. When I checked pressures, everything was good. System pressure was good. System pressure didn't dip down when you shifted into different gears, especially third. Third gear engagement pressure was good. All the pressures were good. And the way this works is third is direct in this, and all of the shift valves shift to the high sump, and there's nothing engaged at that point. So third is kind of hard to troubleshoot, or at least I think it is. Now what I did find is the control valve that's on the bottom side of that power quad was absolutely wrecked. The speed spool, I forget which one it is. This is it. This is from almost a year ago. I still have it sitting here. The spool is stuck in there now, and it's missing chunks out of it, and the bore is all screwed up. So we ended up putting a valve on it because that was an obvious problem. There was an issue with that. It's not on the transmission table right now, because I'm not going back together with it. But here it is. It's scattered in pieces. Now, I almost kind of missed the problem here, but we'll go through the problems that I found. This is the rear cover. This is the output. And when I pulled it out, as you can see, there's a big chunk of that sealing washer missing. That was the first problem. I don't think that's relating to our problem. Pull the front cover off, get in there, and I start seeing pieces of material, like small pieces. Not much, small pieces. Now, refreshing your memory on this, I dropped the oil. There was nothing in the suction screen, nothing in the filters, nothing in the oil. Everything was nice and clean. I did get in here, and these planetary brakes right here are starting to delaminate and come off, as you can see. That was, picked that off with my finger. But that's not the problem. This is the direct drum. This is the third gear brake disc. Now let's examine the teeth on the third gear brake disc. See how they're all squared? They're shiny. Let's look at the other discs. They're pointy. They're not really shiny. These are the teeth on the drum, which that brake locks into. See that gap right there? All right, here is the teeth engagement on that drum. You can see it doesn't really go all the way down. Now also let's take a look at this groove. See, this groove is lower than these. There's nothing that sits in here. So what I think happened is, I think this thing wore this groove in here. I can't remember the last time I was in a Powrquad if there was two sets of teeth on this direct drum. It almost certainly looks like somebody, or they machined this from the factory, but it's not. This edge is all jagged right here. I really don't think it's supposed to have two sets of teeth because the updated drum does not. So I think what was happening is this disc, instead of locking this drum here, got stuck in this groove, kind of like that, and then was just doing this. Because it would shift into third gear, but it acted like it had no third gear. It would kind of move. It would stay moving, and then after a little bit, it would just stop. But I think that's what was happening. And with that being inside of the transmission right there, there is no way for it to jump back out of that groove. So. Now, I did find fine metal shavings inside of the trans, and yeah, that would be probably where that's coming from, eating the edge of that brake disc off. Now, I know somebody's going to tell me, oh, I told you that was it. There is a DTAC case on that. I did look that up. I didn't think that was it, but I'm pretty sure that's it now. I'm still not certain if there's supposed to be two sets of splines here, but yeah. I know on the updated drum there is not, but I don't understand why there would be two sets. But yeah, that's that. That would be why third gear did not work. So with the parts to update this transmission, I still think it's going to be cheaper for me to build it and not get a reman unit. It is expensive to get this updated drum and updated manifold and all that stuff. But if it didn't have, a problem with a hard part like that, this would probably be about $2,500 in parts and go back together. Still quite a bit of labor, but not too terrible on the parts. But yeah, there's that. I'm gonna leave it open-ended and get that thing rebuilt if I get the okay to do it, and get back in and I guess get this 16,000 hour tractor back moving again and third gear. Good.